So today I'm sitting down with my friend Gabe Wilson. We're going to talk about how to overcome adversity, being young in business, and how childhood trauma has shaped the man that he is today. So Gabe's journey is both powerful and personal. This is more than just his success story. It's about him pushing through with his faith and perseverance. And to be honest, if you're young, you're going to absolutely love this. If you're excited to jump right into this, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe so we can keep this conversation going. I'm Allie Welsh, your host, your unfiltered bestie, and your guide to building the business and life that you actually love. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever helps you deal with your ish, and let's do this. Welcome to Healing Ish. I wanted to have you on because I feel like you're just such a great example of a young man who has built multiple businesses, someone who's really stayed involved in their faith and who has continued to try to grow and help other people grow. And you don't really see that at your age, especially as like a male figure too. And I think the way that, because I've watched you, just how you treat people and how you're so helpful and kind and respectful. Like you are a great example for young men. And so I wanted to have you on the podcast because this is not just a girl podcast. we accept both men and women. But let's get into it. I have some questions. Is that okay?
Hit me. Let's do it.
I'm like, I have 102 questions.
We got like a lot to go.
Okay. So first question is, obviously you're 21.
22 now. Yeah.
22.
Yeah. July.
Okay. I forgot. The Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
I don't know
God.
about you. But I'm feeling 22. Yep. Okay, so now I know. 22 years old, but you have graduated. You have 2 degrees.
Yeah.
You aren't using them. I'm just kidding.
No. Sometimes. Depends on the day.
So yeah, depends on the
depends
day.
on the day.
Goes to school, gets a great education, and then builds at the same time is building multiple businesses, flipping them, selling them, managing hundreds of people. Like how come you were so driven so young? Like it's so confusing. You don't see that often. Yeah,
honestly, it confuses me sometimes too, because I'm always like, why am I like this? Right? It's one of those things where it's like when you're so different and like not different from a sense of like better or worse, just different in a sense of like, I just look at things differently. Like I always used to explain it to my dad. Like I walk into restaurants and I start counting the revenue of the company. Like I'm like, okay, how many people can they sit in here? How quickly can they flip the tables? Okay. And I'm adding up all the prices on the menu and I'm like, okay, well, if my dinner is this amount and there's 5 of us, well then like I was always just like that. Like that was just me. Like numbers always made sense. Money always made sense. Like business just always made sense.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a better or worse thing. It was just like my brain just viewed things differently. So I never wondered why. I think I had amazing role models though, from that standpoint, like my mom having her own business since I was practically born, like being in the therapy side of things. My dad had a background in sales. Same thing with like my stepmom as well. They had like backgrounds in like management and sales and things like that. So I think there was a lot of that came into it. But I don't know what drove like that like ambition factor of it all. Like I think it could have been a sense of like, I just loved working. I just loved to work. Like I got bored very easily if I wasn't. So it definitely got progressively more intensified as time went on. Right. Like when I first started like building business and things like that and getting into business, I was 18. Right. And I had just moved from Massachusetts to San Diego. So it was like, I was full, like when I moved here for the first time, for the first like 3-4 months, I was like full time embracing the San Diego vibe, like surf and do this and do that and go to this place and go to this place and like have a lot of fun and do it. And I'm not saying that's bad. It's just like, that's what I was into. Right. That was what I was looking for. And then as time, things shift, time goes on, I just wasn't into those things anymore. It was like, nope, I want to build this thing. I want to create something. And then it just transitioned to wanting to help people. Right. Because once you make it, once you achieve it, you're like, okay, well, I got to teach this to somebody else. I want to help some people in the process. Then it just became fun. That was really it. Why I'm like that? I'd love for somebody to
because you grew up in a small town, right?
Tiny. Yeah, like 3,000 people.
And you didn't grow up wealthy.
No, not crazy. Like we weren't like poor, but like we weren't like super wealthy. Like we would do like one vacation a year, right?
Yeah.
Going through it all. But yeah, my town was super small. It was about 3,000 people total. Like everybody knew everybody. Like it was like we were very towny. We have one stoplight, one gas station, right? Like I love it. My class all the way from preschool, like 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 preschool, all the way to 8th grade was like 60 kids.
Wow.
Was my grade. So like you knew everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Like everyone knew everyone. And then I ended up transferring and went to a different high school. Later on, I went to a Catholic high school. And that had a lot more kids because it pulled from a lot of districts and stuff. But yeah, very small town. I moved down the street from my old house. Like it was like there's not much to go through. You blink and you could miss Hopedale.
That's crazy. Yeah. I feel like I feel so similar to that because I started a business very, very young too. I was 19 years old and I felt like I never fit in anywhere either. All the people that I was around, they all were chasing, especially in high school, chasing the partying, the clubbing and like all that. And I did kind of try that route because, you know, every young teenager does. But then right when I hit that like 20-year-old mark, I was like, this isn't for me. And I started distancing myself from what usually 21-year-olds should do and 20-year-olds should do. And I went straight into business because I felt like that's where I fit in the most.
Felt the most homey.
Felt the most home. Yeah. And I feel like Matt is that same way too. Speaking of like growing up, what was that like? I mean, you live in a small town. What was your home life like? Like, what was it? Were your parents married? Like, what was that situation like?
Yeah. So my parents were divorced right when I was born. So we originally lived in a town called Millis, Massachusetts. Okay. That was where I was born. That was where I was from. And then when my parents divorced, my mom moved to the small town called Hopedale. And then my dad moved to a town called Milford. And so we used to live in like the upper part of the apartment and I would go back and forth between my mom and dad's house. So ready? Track this out. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, I'm at my mom's. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm at my dad's. Friday, Saturday, I'm at my mom's. And every other Sunday was flipped. So one Sunday was my mom's, the other Sunday was my dad's. And then as I got older, I was like, hey, I'm claiming Sunday is like a day for me to choose where we're going. And that was always fun because like I was a very tactful kid. So like if I wanted to be at mom's on Wednesday, I would give dad Friday. If I wanted to be at dad's on Friday, I'd give mom Wednesday, right? Like I was very trade on and off. And like I was also not dumb to the sense of like I understood that mom technically on a calendar had more days than dad. So mom had Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Did they live close by to each other?
About like 20 minutes after Milford, because my dad ended up moving to Uxbridge, where they live now. It was about 20 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's kind of chaotic though, to like go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, like every single week.
Every week, yeah.
You never, I mean, it was home because it's your parents, but like I get stressed out with, you know, this last year we've been traveling the most we've ever traveled. And I'm like, I lost my medulla because I'm like, I need stability. I need routine. I need to just be in one space. Yeah. Like, did that affect you?
I think at the time, like looking back on it, no, like I actually give a lot of my credit for being able to like pick up and move somewhere or like pack a bag and go. I give a lot of credit to that.
Okay.
Cause like if I need to go somewhere, like I'll have a bag ready in 5 minutes.
That's so interesting. You're like, we're going to Cabo. I'm ready in 2 minutes.
Let's go. Like throw it in my duffel bag and let's get the hell out of here. Yeah. Like I used to, when I was a junior, junior year? Yeah. Junior year of high school. I took this was so bad. I took my whole closet and I bought the IKEA shelves, like the plastic box ones, and I put it in my car. And I took my whole closet and I packed it up into cubbies in the back of my trunk of my Honda Accord. That was my grandmother's.
Wow.
And I lived out of my car going between all of the houses. So I never had to like move clothes. I just put my whole closet in the back and I went because I'm also very close with my grandparents. So like I would go back between my mom's house, my dad's house, my grandparents' house on both sides. And I would just flip all week, just every other day, just boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
And they lived hours apart. So like I was just bouncing all around. So was it chaotic probably at the time? Yeah. Like there were many chaotic days like where I was like, no, I want to be at mom's this day and I want to be at dad's this day and I want to be at mom's this day.
Did you favor one or the other?
I think sometimes just because of like where my friends were located at the time. So like when I was in middle school, like we would always have more of the friends at my mom's house just because it was closer. Right. And like parents was tough to drive to different like towns, like 15, 20 minutes away to my dad's house. I think as time went on, it became a little bit more evened out just because like my dad's house had a lot of different things. Like we had like a little playground set in the back and like we made like our own little, like we had a big yard in the side. So we would play like football or wiffle ball and things like that. I would say it was definitely more at my mom's house because I was also conscious of that. So like it wasn't that I didn't want to have friends at my dad's house because like I loved it and like I love that side. It was just that I understood that like there was less days there. And so I wanted to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Right. And then on my mom's side, I was like, well, she has an extra 2 days, so I can afford to have a friend come here a day or two or sleep over. And I had a lot of friends who like our house has always been like a revolving door, my mom's house. Like we've had people live with us all the time. I'd give them like my room and stuff and I'd sleep on the couch and things like that. Like we always used to call it campouts. So we'd have a camp out on the couch and like me and my mom or my younger brothers would like sleep there. So like it's always just been a revolving door of people at my mom's house. It still is because my younger brother, they have friends in there all the time. Drives my mom crazy, but yeah.
Wow. That's so sweet that she has the heart to be able to do that though.
Yeah. I attribute a lot of like that stuff to her. I probably got a lot of like the work ethic and drive from my mom and a lot of the communication and the positivity and the mindset from my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously they're divorced. They divorced right out the bat. You don't know any different. You don't know what that's supposed to look like. So it's normal to you. Same with me. My parents got divorced when I was like 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know any different. I'm the same way going back and forth. But like my parents, well, they did a good job at being divorced, I would say.
Yeah.
But like, what was your divorced parents like? Like what did that look like for you? They
had their moments for sure. Like when I was a lot younger, I would say probably from like born to like 12, 13, it was pretty cordial. And I don't know if it's because I just didn't understand much back then, but it was pretty good. As time went on, it got a little spiteful and things like that. Really? But as anyone does, right? Like the relationship didn't work for a reason, right? But one of the things that I was big on was it was like, I always said that I am blessed to have divorced parents. Because they both remarried. And I'm like, well, I have 4 parents who love me. Most only have 2.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
I was like, I have 4 people who unconditionally love me like their own. Most people only have the opportunity to have 2. I'm blessed that I get 4.
And the step parents were really good.
Yes, my step parents are the most amazing people in the world.
Really?
I love them. Like they're they're my parents.
Is your dad still married to your stepmom?
Yep. Yeah, they've been married for almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, they married when I was 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been it might be a little longer than 10 years.
I have a great stepdad, but my stepmom was like literally like the Disney movies, like the evil stepmom.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Scene. I'm like, but did your parents, like, why do you think they didn't work out?
I have no idea. They're very different in many different aspects. Like they're very, very different. One thing that I know that was a huge, like not struggle, but that was a conflict between me and each of them was like, there would be a lot of times where it would be spiteful towards each other. Right. But through me, right. Cause there wasn't a lot of communication through them. And like, I had many nights where it was like, hey, like, I don't care. Like, I love you, but I don't care what you're telling me. Like, I'm not listening to you. Like, we're not having this comment. Like, there were many nights where I would like literally take my plate of dinner and go eat upstairs because I was like, I'm not listening to this conversation.
Because they're talking ill about each other.
I was like, I don't care. I was like, I'm not saying I don't care about you. And keep in mind, I was like probably 15, 16, 17. I was like, it's not that I'm saying I don't care about you. It's not that I'm saying I don't care about how you feel. It's just, I don't care to have this conversation. Like they love me. How they feel towards you, that's your guys' problem.
Right.
To me, this is how I'm going to view it. I have this parent who loves me, this parent who loves me, and they've shown me nothing but unconditional love.
Right.
They might do it in different ways, and I might not receive it the best from either one of them at some times, but like they both love me. That's never a question. It's never been a question. Now, do they love each other? Probably no, absolutely not. Right. And do they put up with it for like good portions of time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When they need to, like in big high school events, graduation, stuff like that.
Right. Like they put up with it. But for the most part, like, no. Right. But I wasn't going to let their relationship affect mine. Because that just, it wasn't my relationship to have with them. That was their perspective on each other, not my perspective on them.
Right.
And so like I would pull myself out of those all the time.
That's so huge that you have the mental like awareness to be able to shut that out, because I know so many people who come from divorced households and like, or like let's say I'm friends with the stepmom now and she's like, oh, well, it's a constant battle because, you know, so-and-so, the kid's mom is just constantly talking ill of me and I'm trying to like have a relationship with the kid and and it's like, I can't do anything right. And so it doesn't, like, the fact that even though they didn't necessarily speak life into each other about each other to you, you were able to identify like, I don't want to hear this, which just shows how naturally positive you are.
Yeah, it was a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It really was.
Yeah.
Because like, had I not taken it that way, oh
Right.
my God, who knows what my relationship would be with any of my parents.
Mhm.
Right? I have no idea. I couldn't even imagine a life where it was that way.
Yeah.
Like I've just always been, and this a lot comes from my dad, is just very positive. It's just always that positivity, 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 positivity. Like we even have a whole charity about positivity, me and my dad. Like, like it's just always been instilled.
That's incredible.
So, yeah.
My parents, they were not meant to be at all. And my dad did hurt my mom like very, very bad. Like he actually cheated on her when I was little. And so that kind of spiraled her into having that kind of triggered her addiction in a way. Mm-hmm. But what's crazy about that is that they never talked ill about each other. And that she had every right to be so mad at him and like talk bad about him, and he had every right to talk bad about her, but they never talk bad about each other. They're literally best friends till this day. They've been divorced for 20 something years and they hang out all the time. So I got to see that side of things. But I know so many people that come from divorced households don't get to see that, and it's so toxic, and you can tell, you know, like when you're talking to the person. But to kind of like switch roles a little bit, like going back to business in a sense, is you're so young. I keep saying this. I'm like, you're an infant.
It's always, I've been 18 for 4 years.
Like you're 7 years old though.
Yep.
But for a young person, like I know, well, first of all, people don't know this, but we work together. We're in the same company together, and we love the company that we work with, and that we're able to be a part of and partner with. But I know that you have people in your business that are much older than you. Yeah. And so how are you able to lead people like that when they're like in their 40s, 50s, and you're 21 years old, 22, sorry. Yeah. I'm like, you're 10 years old.
I've always been the same age for the last 4 years.
You're never going to be 22. No, you're just 21.
I'm always going to be 18 years old.
Yeah. How do you, but like, seriously, how do you do that?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that go into it. And I'm not just going to try to give a list because we're always like 1 thing, 2 things, right? Yeah. But one of the things that's in there is like, I'm always willing to learn from people. Like I've never been one of those people where it's like, okay, I have this figured out, so I'm not willing to listen to you about anything else. When I have people come in, like they've been married or they have their parents. Like I have a couple in our team right now. They're like they have 6 kids. Wow. I'm like, how do you manage that with having this job and you do this in addition, and you have 6 kids and they're all different ages and they have to go here and sports, they all play sports. I'm like, how do you manage that? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, I want to know because I know someday that's going to be me. That's going to be the life. And I need to know, I want to beat the ball. Like, I want to get behind the 8 ball. Yeah. Like, I want to get there. So I'm always willing to learn from people. And I think when you're willing to learn from somebody, they're willing to learn from you. Ooh, right. Like, I know that I am really good in the areas that I'm really good in. Yeah. And I know which areas I'm not great in. I'm not married. So you know what I'm taking advice on? Marriage. I'm not a parent. So you know what I'm taking advice on? Parenting. Like there's many things that I'm not good at. We have another woman in our business. She has a master's degree in psychology. I don't. I know a lot about psychology because I've studied it, but I don't have a master's degree in psychology. Yeah. So guess what I'm trying to learn? Psychology. Right. And I know this business. I know how to build. I know how to run this thing. Great. I'll learn that from you. You can learn that from me. Right. So there's that, is that I'm just very open to learning. Number 2 is you got to speak the things that matter to them. So like to people who are younger, most of the time, not all the time, the things that matter are like the houses, the watch, the cars, material success, quick success, all that stuff. Yeah, okay. For sure. But to people that are older, it's not that at all. It's time, it's location, it's security. The freedom, right? It's the security. It's all of those intangible things that come as a byproduct of the material or financial success. So like you have to speak about those things to those people. Like you can't speak about the minuscule things that you can't bring with you when you're gone. Right. You got to talk about the things that you're going to leave here when you're not here anymore. That's what you have to talk about. Legacies, kids, things like that. Yeah. And I would say the third thing is like just being open and upfront with it. Just being like, hey, look, here's where we're at. Here's what I know. Here's what you know. I want to learn this from you. You should want, like, I'm going to teach you this. This is what I'm going to teach you. And I tell them, I'm like, here's what I'm good at. This is what I've like this for my whole life. All I've known is this, right? Like, this is it. Like I might be 22, but I started working when I was 13. Yeah. Right? Like I worked in a restaurant from 13 to 18. So it's like, yeah, you might look at me and I'm 22, but I've been working for 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've been doing this. I figured this part out. I have this figured out. I can teach this to you. I'm really good at this and I want to teach this to you. And so I think just having those conversations with people, also not being afraid of it. Like, you know stuff. You're good at stuff.
Right.
Like, you put in a lot of time. Have the confidence in that, and always have the confidence in your intentions, not in your ability.
Right.
That was something that was big for me too. Was like, I lacked the confidence originally in like my ability to do the thing, like the actual ability to close the deal or to have this person or to lead this type of person. And that was just because I was young and I didn't have a lot of experience. But then I flipped it and built the confidence off my intentions when working with them. It's like, my intention is to love you, care for you, make sure that you win, help you and achieve whatever goals that you want. I should have so much confidence in working with you because I know my intentions are pure. Right. And that was a lot really of the good. Difference.
Yeah.
When it came to
I think one thing that you're so good at, especially that I've seen, because I've seen so many people in our business and I've seen so many personality types, and just whether they're in business or not, you're so confident, but you're not cocky. And I think a lot of young people can be so arrogant and be on this high horse of like, their ish doesn't stink. And it's like your ability to humble yourself and to be willing to learn from other people. Like, that's what attracts people to you. Yeah. It's like, hey, like, I don't know it all, and I'm willing to get and seek ideas from other people. And I think like, yes, you don't want to take advice on certain things from people who aren't where you want to be. But I know someone that's not wealthy that is so wise. Yeah. And I take as much as advice as I can from that person that might be a lot older than me, who's been on this earth longer than me, who has seen the world. Yeah. And my mom always tells me, she's like, you know, honey, like, I know I'm not good in business, but I've been here a long time. And I kind of know a little bit more than you do on certain things. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, she's right. Yeah. She does have a different perspective. And so sometimes the entrepreneur hustle space can be like, well, don't take advice from them because they have a crappy marriage. And I'm like, well, maybe their advice is why they had a crappy marriage.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
You know, like, you can learn from everybody. And I think it's so sad to see people not so open and willing to learn from people. I feel like they don't understand that. You know? And it's a weird energy for people who aren't in the entrepreneurial space. Yeah. Like, when you're someone like, and it came from Matt, and I'll never forget this day. I remember I first started and I had my first meeting with Matt. And at the time it was like, Matt was like a god. Oh my God. He was, because like, for me, like, I was 18. Yeah. He was 27 at the time. Yeah. And like, everyone was like, Matt. And I was like, okay, he went the exact path that I wanted to go. Like, that's who I look up to. He's like an older brother to me, right? And so like, I remember sitting on the meeting and I had like 3 questions. I was like, bang, bang, bang. And the only thing that I remember taking from that meeting, and I still have the notepad that I took notes on from that meeting. And he goes, age is only a problem in the absence of value. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to embody that. And it was like my screensaver for years. It was posted everywhere in my house. It was in my car. Yeah. Like, it was just a reminder that you always have value to bring in some area. Right. Right. So good. And like, I was like, wow. Yeah. You can tell that you really worked on increasing your value. Yeah. 100%. Even this last year, you could like a whole night and day. This last year, especially, I would say we've flipped a complete like 180 over the last 12 months. Right. For sure. Love that. Love that for you. Okay, we're gonna switch a little bit. Flip it. We're gonna flip it. I remember her saying. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I don't know what she says in that song. It's like, I don't know. Do you know? No, we can look it up. She definitely knows. I don't know, but she said something. Okay. Anyways, so you didn't grow up very faith-based. No. And obviously we go to church together too. I'm like, what do we not do together? I've seen a different side of you in the last 6 months, especially because we obviously go to church together, but you can just tell in your presence and how you got Godfidence now. You know, like you had I'm stealing that. I like that. You had confidence, but now you have Godfidence. Yeah. I stole that from Papa Cap, so I can't say that that's original, but it always comes from Papa Cap. It always comes from Papa Cap. We love you, Papa. But anyways, how do I word this? That's like, okay, in what ways would your recently Number one, why did you decide to even get involved in your faith? And because you didn't come from that, so you didn't see that. You're the first person really in your family to take a deep dive and surrender. Yeah. Why did you do it? And number two, what has it done for you?
Yeah. Well, I do have to give credit where credit's due. I would say I'm the second person.
Okay.
Because my great grandmother, I actually wear her on my necklace.
Oh.
She partially raised me when a lot of my parents were working when I was really young.
Yeah.
So I always say like she raised me and then I took care of her once she got older. Because she lived till she was 96.
Okay.
And so I knew her for up to my junior year of high school.
Wow.
I knew her. And she was very faith oriented, very like rosary beads, would watch the rosary and the mass every day. Okay. She used to have a priest come to her house and give her communion. Like she was very oriented in her faith.
She's fired up for God.
Yeah. Like she was really like in it. Mm-hmm. And I always thought it was crazy. Cause like, I remember waking up and like,
she's like praying over you.
She would like not be praying, but like she couldn't hear cause she was like in her 90s.
Okay.
And so the TV would blare the rosary. And so you'd wake up and they'd be singing like, holy,
Hail Mary.
Right? Like, Hail Mary. And you're like, what is going on? Like you just woke up in heaven, right? And so we'd be like, you'd have to literally shut the door and go outside because like it was the volume, full volume on the TV, like everything. So she was number one. She'll always be number one. Yeah. She's number one for sure. But that probably drove me to going to a Catholic high school.
Okay.
So I went to a Catholic high school, St. John's. And essentially we would have masses. It was very like traditional, like Catholic masses.
And you went to a Catholic college, right?
Yes. Yep.
USD.
Yeah. So I went to mass every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Founders Chapel mass every Sunday for 4 years straight.
Wow.
Yeah. My roommates in college used to sing in the choir.
Okay.
Right. And so like we would go, I originally was like, all right, I'm going for the music. Right. I'm going for the music.
I mean, that's honestly why a lot of people do go.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to listen to my friends sing, to support them. And then we had a pastor in our church. His name was Father Greg. And he was from the Gregs. It's always from Greg, right? And he was from Ireland. So he had this like really thick Irish accent. And so like he was my favorite pastor. And he made these amazing analogies and I'm a very analogy driven person. Like I love the relations and all that stuff. And he just would like, it was captivating. It was. And I had a lot of friends and like we all went and it was every Sunday. Like it became just a ritual of doing it. I'll never forget. He gave an analogy and I still have the piece of paper from his homily. He said, stepping into Christ is like walking in the basement with the lights turned off. He's like, you're wandering around, you know where you're at, but the lights are on when you start. You're seeing everything. And then he goes, and then the light switch is on the opposite end of the room and you flick it off and you try to run up the stairs before the monsters get you.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's how many people walk with Christ. He's like, a lot of people are tiptoeing in the light of what they can see, scared of flipping the switch at the far end of the room and just surrendering like, how am I going to get through this room with God?
Yeah.
Right.
That's so good.
And he said that and I was like, I'm in, I'm sold. I'm all about it. And then me and my stepdad, we've always had talks about faith because I come from a very spiritual family, but not faith or like certain religion driven. Like it's just spiritual. Like we believe, like in my house, it's believe in something, but we can't name the something.
Okay.
That's what it is. The best way that my stepdad, he breaks it down is he goes, I used to play billiards, like pool billiards when I was young. Like I played it for years.
Really?
Played in tournaments. Like I'm serious. And
like pool?
Like pool. Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah. Like I played years.
I'm quite literally terrible.
Yeah. Anytime me and Matt play, we're like, same team. Okay, let's go.
He loves that game.
But the analogy that Jeff would give me, my stepdad, is he's like, we are a series of pool balls bouncing around the table, and everyone has an answer for which pocket you're going to go in, but nobody can tell you who broke, who started your path in life. And that's what I always believed in. And then like, as time progressed, it was like, oh no, I think it's God. I think it's Jesus. Like I can see myself following this way. Like I agree with a lot of the things here. And then it flipped a lot this past year when I started to go to church with you guys, because I wasn't going, I don't want to say I was going for somebody else.
That music is like 10 times better.
That music is really good. Like
I grew up Catholic, so I know, but like Catholic versus Christian, like their music slaps.
It's so different. It's so different. And like we would try the Christian like worship like churches when I was younger. Like
Okay.
we would go to those types of churches like every now and then, and we would try and like we'd get into it for a little bit and then we'd get out of it and then we'd get into it and get out of
Yeah.
it. But it was just a very different relationship with the way I was approaching the masses and the church in most aspects. And I'll be honest with you, like there's a lot of times that like I want to go back to Founders Chapel Sunday Mass.
Oh, wow.
Like there's just a little bit of beauty in it that like
Yeah.
I definitely miss
Yeah.
in that section. Cause like it was a big part of my life for 4 years.
Right.
But I think that the environment and the energy of the church that we're in now, like more of the Christian side where it's based in, we go into a lot of history of where it comes from and like, why is the Bible saying these things? And like, where is it coming from? And what's the perspective we're taking? That's the stuff that I like. Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just hey, it says this in the Bible, so we're going to follow that. That's never been my perspective. It's always like, hey, this is said. How can we interpret this? How can we dissect this? And how can we apply it to our daily lives?
Yeah.
Right?
Our Pastor Jared, we love you.
He's the best at it.
He's the best.
He really is. And like his delivery of it all, like how he brings everything in,
Yeah.
ties it all in, the history of it all. Like that's what I fell in love with.
Right.
Was that.
Yeah.
But there is a little beauty of that mass that like I definitely am like, all right, maybe one day I'll bounce back into there. But yeah, it's definitely been, I would say I'm at more peace.
Yeah, I could tell.
Like it's just like I don't want to say I don't care. That's what I
And
always
I
say,
feel
but
like
it's
you've kind of let go of things like you can't really necessarily can control.
Yeah.
Because I will say, like, naturally,
yes, you could say it.
You're a little bit of a control freak
100%,
naturally.
100% all day long. Yeah.
Right?
100%. And it comes from like my mom and my dad. They're both very much control freaks in their own. It's like I'm 100% a control freak for sure.
You can tell that it's kind of like you're starting to like, you can breathe a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, I don't even know. It's like the weighted vest coming off.
Yeah.
Like I just don't.
For sure.
It's less pressure.
Because then you realize that you really don't have control over anything. No.
Like I have control over nothing.
Yeah. Like you literally, quite literally don't.
Like,
I don't
I really
either.
don't care.
And that's what, like this last sermon, that was.
Oh my
just
God.
What was it? Trust in God or.
Indestructible faith.
Yeah, but what was it? Trust in the something and give the rest. Yes, me.
Oh my God. It was, hold on, I have it on my phone.
Trust. Were you there, Nick?
No.
Wait, what?
Were you
What was it? Hold on, I got it on my phone.
Trust in the Lord and surrender the outcome.
Trust God, surrender the
Pastor
outcome.
Jared said, trust God and surrender the outcome. And I feel like when we start doing that,
Yeah.
and that's what I did this past year. Like this whole past year, I was like, I'm
would
just going to
agree.
trust you. I'm going to surrender whatever the heck happens to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if what's going to happen is even going to be what I'm even asking for.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And side note, this is going off topic, but well, not really. We're staying on the same topic. But last night, Matt was asking me, because obviously my mom got baptized this week. And he was asking me.
Such a great, amazing
that was
day.
so beautiful, right?
Like,
I'm glad you got to see it. Thanks for coming. But he was asking me, like, how did I feel? And I go, I'm kind of getting creeped out. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because every time I'm asking God for something, he's giving it to me.
it's delivering.
He's delivering every single time. And then he goes, well, can you ask him to fix our pool? And I'm like, okay, I'll add that to the list. And I'm also going to pray for a 6-pack abs. I'm like, do you think I can add that in there?
I was like, just slide that.
I'm like, can I slide it? I'm like, anybody else have any prayer requests? Because I don't know what's happening on to me, but I think I'm number one prayer warrior.
I'm feeling it right
every
now.
time I'm asking, like even ask Yasmin, everything I've asked for, he's like, here you go. Here's a silver platter. And I'm like, is this real? Now I'm getting scared.
See, your prayers get followed through a lot different than mine. Mine are followed in like trial and tribulation. Like yours are like, here you go. Mine's like, you got to do this and this and let rid of this and let go of this and let go of this and let go of this. And then you're going to hate it all throughout the whole process. And you're going to have blind faith and hope that it works. And then someday it might come true.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how you really feel. Like you're pissed.
No, like it's not a piss sense.
No.
Like, I love it though. Like but I feel like that's always been my whole life.
Right.
Like it's always been like, okay, nothing's ever just gonna come like on the silver platter.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna drag you through this. We're gonna make you feel like this. We're gonna
Everyone's gonna hate me now.
Like, it's gonna be like a fork in the road here.
Right.
And it's like you're gonna have to just trust God, surrender the outcome.
100%. Okay, well, let me just backstory because I will say I did get debilitating hand eczema.
Yeah.
And that was like a whole year of like severe suffering. So I think that was my suffering.
I remember that.
And then he's like, here you go.
Yeah.
Little child of mine. Let me
you
just go
walked through
boom,
it.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping that is.
I'm
Because I'm like,
me, it's like,
I can't do it again.
yeah, but I enjoy it though.
Yeah, you and Matt are sick in the head. You enjoy
I enjoy
the
getting the
fight.
crap beaten out of me all the time.
Really?
I do. I love, like, I said this to Sandra like a year ago.
Oh, we love Sandra.
Sandra's the best, right? And it was like the first conversation I ever had with Sandra. I said, when you're someone who's never uncomfortable in chaos, how do you get yourself out of it? Because like all I've known is just chaos.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I said, when you're a little boy going back and forth, that's instability. That's a lot of chaos. You are living the life.
Yeah.
Because you can't just be at ease.
No,
because you've never been at ease.
There's always something switching. There's always a big decision.
We're getting to something.
Yeah, like it's always chaos. Like and it's chaos in some area.
I don't like chaos, which is so funny.
See, I find peace in it.
So does Matt, and I'm like, that's when I get debilitatingly.
Yeah,
I crumble. I don't do well with my back against the wall. I don't. That's my personality type.
Back against the wall.
You do great.
Knees on the ground. I'm there.
You're like, just take my arm, take my legs.
Yeah, like,
I'm fired up.
It was funny. Like I was having a conversation and they're like, oh yeah, I spilled my coffee today. And it was like a TikTok of like when you spill your coffee, but then your boyfriend like went through 75 different hard challenges throughout the day. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. And it's like one person, like their world crumbled from a coffee and the other person doesn't feel the world crumble from the world.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the coffee girl.
I'm sometimes the coffee person too. Right. Like, and sometimes I wake up and I'm like pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, sucks.
I know.
So what?
I tell Matt too, because I'm like, he has to find, like, I feel like when we get to like, when we're starting to breathe, I'm like, okay, when is it coming? And then a tsunami comes. Like, he just loves those tsunamis. And I don't, but I know why I don't like it. Cause I was like that my whole life from till I was 18 years old was like that, you know? So like, I felt like, I'm like, this is enough. I want to enjoy now. I want to kick my hooves up.
Yeah.
They're crusting at the seams. I want to relax. That's what I'm thinking.
And the problem is sometimes is you're so comfortable in the tsunami that you search for it. Mm-hmm. Like you look for the chaos, and that's dangerous.
Right.
Because then you're purposely putting yourselves in scenarios you don't need to be in.
Yes. 100%.
Right. Like there's an amazing couple, Dimitri and Kate. And they gave me a prayer years ago.
They're so sweet.
And it was, give to me what is meant for me and repel from me what is not.
That's a good one.
And I say it every week. Every week I have the same prayers every week. It's the same starting prayer and then I get into another one. But it was like so true. It's like, hey, give to me what's meant for me. Like give to me the trials, give to me the tribulations, give to me what's meant for me, and just repel everything that's not.
Right.
And I think that is also in the like trust God, surrender the outcome sense.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, give to me what I
say that
get rid of
every other day, but with people. I'm like, the ones that are meant to be, keep them here, and the ones that aren't, have them disappear, have them leave my life. And then it was crazy because when we decided to make the transition in business and switch businesses, the ones that were meant to stay with us did, and the ones that didn't, you know, and like it just in other areas of my life, like with people that I've had on staff and people that, you know, friendships that I've had, like people that are in my circle, like just get rid of the ones that are not supposed to be here and bring the ones that are. And so I've said that too. And even in our business and our teammates, and it's been great. I love that. Yeah. Trust God, surrender the outcome. Like that needs to be, he needs to make a whole book on that.
He needs to trademark.
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to text him right now. I'm like, you know what? I have a question that somebody asked me once.
You didn't have a question before. You have no more questions after this. I have a question.
I'm like, I have a question, sir.
Okay.
What triggers you?
What triggers me?
Yeah. Like what?
Oh. She's got an answer.
I know, little peanut gallery in the back. I'm allergic to peanuts. No, I already know. That's the problem. We always have to rely on her because she's our third brain.
She is like everything. And
every one of my podcasts, I'm like, what did I do 2 days ago?
What triggers me?
My leg is hurting. Can I push it out?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Switch it up.
Like, I just need to breathe
what triggers? That's such a. I don't know. Like, I guess I never know, but then when I feel it, I'm like, that triggered.
So what is it?
I don't know.
What's your problem, Gabe?
A lot. A lot of problems. I think.
When do you feel the most triggered? You don't know?
No, because like if I'm ever frustrated or anything, like it's just flip. Like I just flip it off.
Okay, that's the problem.
Like, I think so.
You turn off your humanity switch. What are you, a vampire?
No. So like me and my girlfriend, we talk about this all the time where it's like, in my brain, here's how my brain works.
Okay.
I have an on and off switch. On is like, I feel happiness, sadness. I feel the emotions. I feel it all, right? Triggered, whatever. And then whenever I want, this is the scary part. Whenever I want, I can just turn it off. And it's not that it's not that I'm not happy and I'm not sad. It's just numb. It's just that I can create any emotion from that state. It just comes from just like, I turn it off. It's like, okay, whatever. Create whatever I want. It's like I can create any emotion and any thought and feeling in that act.
But when did that start happening?
When I got control over it, I would say I probably got control over it like 6 years ago. 2019 was when I got control over how to do it myself. Yeah. It probably happened a lot where like I didn't realize that it was happening and like I turn on and off and turn on and off.
But why would you need to turn it off?
Because it was just like I was just annoyed. I was like, all right, I'm bored. I'm annoyed. It was either bored, annoyed. I was bored, annoyed, frustrated. Like,
so whenever you have to feel a
like
sense
upset in a sense.
Whenever negative feeling comes your way, you turn it off.
Yeah, because like I just don't accept it. Like it doesn't internalize in my body. Like I'm just like, nope, gone. Peace out.
Do you think that's going to serve you?
I think it's a
when you're
superpower.
older, or do you think things are going to creep up when you're older?
Yeah, it's not a like push down feeling.
Okay.
Right? Because it's not like I'm suppressing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I'll internalize the emotions and things like that. I just don't allow it to affect me. Like I don't give it power. Like I feel it and I internalize it and I recognize it and I overcome it, but I don't give it power to affect other areas of my life. Like, and then I don't also allow it to affect the energy that I put out. So like if someone wrongs me or if I feel a certain way or I'm upset in a certain way from something that someone said, or like there's just a negative emotion in whatever regard that it is, I'll internalize it. I'll accept it. I'll understand where it comes from. I'll see the perspective. Like this will all happen in seconds in my brain. Like I'll be like, okay, what perspective are they coming from? What words were they saying? How were they trying to say it? Why was it said this way? What's their background in history and life? And why were they saying it in this perspective? And then I just won't give it power. And I'll just be like, okay, most people would respond in this negative sense in this area, and I would allow this to carry over into my day. No, I'm just going to turn it off. Boom. We can create whatever it is. I think it's powerful and it's also a hindrance at the same time. Because like you put me in front of a psychologist, they're going to be like, that ain't healthy. Right? They're going to be like, that's bad. But if you put it in like a business or a life sense, like it's my biggest superpower in the world.
Yeah.
By far. Because no emotion will ever just hit. Like it'll always just
So
be
I used to be like that.
repetitive.
I could turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I had kids. And like I can't turn it off.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what they say? They say that your kids trigger you.
Maybe I'm just waiting to be triggered.
So once you have kids,
just waiting to be triggered.
then I'm going to interview again. Your kids are like, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Triggered all day.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
No, I used to be like that because I used to turn it off.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't bear to handle the other side.
I have an answer to your question now.
So do you think you can handle the other side of it? Like truthfully.
Like
number
not
one,
turning it
number
off?
two, do you think you said you said that your dad is so positive naturally.
He's the most positive person you'll ever meet.
So when you're a child, you're supposed to, number one, as a parent, is supposed to, like a safe space for a child's development is when they have emotions, they're supposed to be able to feel all emotions, anger, sadness, happiness, frustration, losing their medullas, overjoyed, giddy, whatever. But what happens is, like, let's say you have an overly positive parent that's like, okay, but let's reroute that negative emotion and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
Now what happens is the child learns not to be able to have that negative emotion. Other spectrum is when a child is overly happy and the parent is negative and they turn it into a negative and they flip it. The safest space for parents in childhood development is to allow the child to feel every single thing in that moment. Let them have the tantrum, let them have the thing, let them have the negativity, don't teach them to dwell in it, but let them. Do you think that maybe you never got the opportunity to like even sit in the negativity?
Yes and no, though, because there was a lot of traumatic things that happened, like in my child. Like my dad's overwhelming positivity. He was a very positive person before what I'm going to go into, but it was overwhelmingly positive because of traumatic event. So when I was 7, my dad got in a car accident.
Okay.
That like almost like he shouldn't be here today.
Really?
Yeah. So he was late to work. He was driving down, I think it was the Mass Pike, and it was raining and he was late to work. He was driving too fast and he didn't have a seatbelt on. And he hit a puddle, hydroplaned, hit the barrier, like the cement barrier, flipped the car.
Really?
He went through the side driver's window, flipped to the other side of the car and went through the passenger window. You've met my dad at church, right?
Oh my God.
You know how he doesn't have an ear?
Oh my gosh.
He lost it because he slid a half a mile down the road, head like this on the side of the road. His whole arm, from the end of his fingers all the way up to here, was ripped completely open, like awful. Like she shouldn't have an arm. He ripped so much of the skin.
I'm gonna be weak. From
his hand that he had his hand sewed to his stomach for 6 weeks. And they took the fat and the skin from his stomach and put it on his hand. And he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a random Good Samaritan. By the way, the whole accident, he didn't hit anybody. Just his car. And a random Samaritan stopped angel on the highway, had an EMT kit in the back of his truck, climbed through the back of my dad's car, through the trunk, and saw that he was still moving. Everyone thought he was dead. Yeah. They looked at the car and he's like, oh, that's it. And he wrapped my dad's arm up till the paramedics got there. They opened the back of the trunk, pulled him out, med-flight evac'd him to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And he was in a coma for 6 weeks. I was 7. And so I remember this like clear as day.
So that's when you shut it off.
I don't think that was when I shut it off. I couldn't tell you, but that was when I became overly positive.
Because you shut it off.
Because like, it was just like, I wasn't going to let it probably.
That's you shutting it off.
Yeah. Like I can remember clear as day, my mom going, hey, I got to tell you something. I was like, what? She's like, your dad was in a car accident. And I was like, okay. And she's like, no, like he was in a really bad car accident. And I remember we got to the hospital and I said to the nurse, I was like, hey, do you have a floor plan of the hospital? She's like, why? I was like, well, because if there's a fire, I need to know which way to get my dad out. And like I would like sit with him and like we were just there. So like maybe that's when it turned off. Maybe that's when it happened. But from that day, like it was just
turning it off. I know you're saying it's a switch, but it's masking it with another feeling. So you couldn't bear the thought of losing your dad. You did not want to even think about that because like why? He's your dad. Yeah. So instead of feeling that emotion of he might die today, I am going to feel happiness. It's okay, like positivity, everything's great because I can't bear to feel the other side.
Yeah, that was probably where it came from.
So that's you shutting it off.
Probably, yeah. But see, it's weird because I don't have that relationship with death anymore. Right. Because it's inevitable, so it has no power.
100%. So I will say it is healthy that you're able to do that because a lot of people that dwell in situations, doesn't serve us. But sometimes it's okay to show fear and worry and doubt for a little bit and then get over it because it makes you human.
That's probably the biggest thing that I have to work on.
And I think that's where then anxiety creeps in or having a lot of control can creep in because you have to control that feeling. Yeah. And when you don't have control on it, that's when you're like, that's when you start, like people start to spiral, Yeah. And same situation for me. Like my dad was very, very sick in high school and middle school and off and on. He was very, very ill. Like we were told he's going to die, And then it got to the point where I was like feeling the same way. Like, I'm like, I can't lose this man. I'm not going to dwell on it. So I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's fine. But like, I was not fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's funny that how we handle stressful situations.
Yeah. Very much the same.
Very much the same. Yeah. I'm like, what is happening? Are we twins?
How do we figure this out? How do we work through this?
Do we need to go to a mental hospital?
Probably.
No, but
there's always improvement.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah. That's one of them.
For a 7-year-old so concerned, you're 7, right? You're 12.
I was 7. Never.
A 7-year-old so concerned on wait, when he got hospitalized, how was your mom?
So they weren't together.
I know, but what was she like? What was her vibes like?
I don't know. I don't remember that as much, to be honest. I don't remember a lot from when I was really young. I remember certain moments. Not a lot, though. Like,
Because you turned it off.
I probably. Yeah, like I probably blocked it all. Like if I went to somebody who like deep in memories, like I probably could find it. But like I don't remember much. Like I remember very little things from being young. I remember a lot from when I was like 12 to 15.
Yeah.
But like little parts. Before 12, I don't remember much, to be honest.
Me too. So what I realize is that when we black out and we block things out of our memories, this is just with the research that I've done and just all the different things that I've learned over these last 4 years, is that it's actually our bodies defending us.
Yeah.
So like when we go through trauma and we choose to black out and not remember, our brain is protecting us because it's like, okay, you're actually going to literally lose your medulla. You're going to freak out. Like you're going to spiral. So let me protect you. And we're just going to forget about this.
Yeah, just block it.
But then what happens is when you go into certain situations later down the line, that has to come out somehow.
Yeah.
It has to come out eventually. And so it's almost like I don't really remember much either. I remember what I want to remember.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the downfall is like, why did I even have times in my life where I only got to pick and choose what I wanted to remember?
It's like, what am I choosing to remember now?
Right. And that's what's crazy. And I feel like if most people understood that, like, I mean, you're 7 years old and you're trying to figure out if the fire, the people that acted the way you and I act when we go through stressful situations, we actually care the most.
Yeah.
You cared so much. You overly cared that you were trying to find another reroute.
And I still do that.
Yeah.
I still very much like overly care.
Right.
Like in many situations.
Yeah.
All the time.
100%.
I like come to an event. I'm like, Allie, can I get water? Allie, what do you need? Allie, can I clean this? Allie, can I move this? Can I help this? Can I help this? You're like, go sit down.
You have to stay in control.
Yeah.
Because if you're in control, like everything's good because you can count on yourself.
And figure it out. And it's probably the hardest thing to overcome and let go of.
Super. Yeah.
And like, I'm slowly getting there. I'm not there in whatever me. I'm very slowly giving a lot of like, okay, all right, let this go. Let this go.
It's fine.
Let this go.
I used to have really bad OCD and then I had kids and I'm like, let this go. Let this go.
Let it go.
So that's so interesting because that answers a lot of questions. I can't believe your dad went through that, by the way. That's wild.
And
what a blessed and highly favored man.
He's highly blessed. Yeah. 40 plus surgeries, everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just curious now because like, I don't even know if we're going to put this in, but why did he have to have his hand glued to his stomach?
Because there was no like skin to cover all the tendons and like nerves and everything. So there was
the skin regrows from the belly to the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, so he walked around like this for 6 months.
6 months. There was a lot. He had a balloon in his head to like refill back. Like there was a lot.
That is heavy.
He went through a lot. More than anyone that I could like. Most people that I could think of. Yeah. But like always, just keep this, always overwhelmingly positive. There was never a negative moment in his body. Like the biggest thing they told him, he would never be able to play catch again because me and him used to play catch in baseball.
No.
They're like, you're never going to be able to play catch again. They're like, you're never going to be able to grip a baseball.
Can he?
Me and him play catch all the time for the last 12 years. Yeah. Like it's a miracle. Like he's literally like, it's a walking miracle.
He is a walking miracle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's literally the name of our charity is Mookie's Miracle.
What's his name?
So his name is Mike, but everyone since like he was young calls him Mookie. Yeah. Because we're very big Red Sox fans. And so there was a guy by the name of Mookie Wilson who hit a ball through Bill Buckner's legs in the 1986 World Series. It's devastating.
Are you a baseball fan?
Just
kidding.
Massive Red Sox
I'm like,
fan.
so I know one sports team and it's SCFC.
Yeah, massive Red Sox fan. But yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. Last question of the day.
Really?
Maybe two more. Let me see. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Okay. What's been the hardest thing you've had to overcome? Make it seem like it's put together on the outside, but behind the scenes, it's like terrible.
There was a lot.
Okay, let's hear them. I love this stuff.
There was a lot. I would say
You could do the worst one.
the worst one.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, hey, everything's perfect. Living the dream. But
you're living the nightmare.
world's crumbling on the outside. I would say that was a lot of my business journey. It was like I'd show up to every call, like it was like world collapsing on the outside. Like there was one time in particular. It was April 14th, 2020.
That's my husband's birthday.
Yeah, April 14th, 2022.
I'm scared.
Yeah, worst day of my life is Matt's birthday. Great.
The worst day of your life is his best day of his life.
Was it 2022? No, it's 2023. It's 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. So I never forget, it was a Friday. Someone can go and fact check me on that one, but it was a Friday. And my mom calls me and she's like, hey, and like I knew something was wrong. Like you ever just get those feelings and you're like, I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
And she's like,
worst.
hey, I just need you to know, like, actually, I wouldn't say that this was the worst day of my life, but it was one of those moments where it was like, you got to smile and bleed.
Yeah, you got to turn it off.
You got to figure this out. She's like, Jeff relapsed. And that was my stepdad, right? And he had been sober for 15, 16 years. And I grew up in because my mom, she runs a private practice of therapy for substance abuse and CPS and like everything. So I've been surrounded by addiction and therapy and all that my whole life, like my entire life. So to have it happen so close was like, whoa, right? And it was a very like scary and traumatic scene. I'm not going to go into the detail, but like it was scary. And it was to the point where our whole house was like mangled, right? Like TVs, windows, glass, locks broken from the doors, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to come home.
Yeah.
And it was a Friday. Keep in mind, like,
you drove home?
No, I flew. So this is the craziest part.
Oh my God.
So I remember she called me at 5:32. The only reason I know is because I have a screenshot of my phone of the plane ticket that I bought at 5:34. So she called me at 5:32. I had an appointment at 6.
It's the worst.
So like I get the call that she's devastated. We can't find my stepdad. We don't know where he is. And keep in mind, like he's like the older brother to me. Like he's like my best, like he's like one of my best friends in the world. Like he's literally like my older brother. Like he's a role model in so many areas. He's taught me so much. I am a lot of the ways that I am because of him and still am. Like I love him like a brother and like my dad to this day. Like love Jeff. Like he's literally one of the most important people in my life. And we're like, we can't find him.
That's heartbreaking.
We can't find him. We don't know where he is. We have no idea where he is. No clue. We don't know if he's dead or alive. We don't know. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming home. She tells me this at 5:32. I buy my plane ticket. The flight leaves at 8. I have an appointment at 6. I run that appointment. I'm done in 45 minutes. I book it right to the airport. And keep in mind, it's Friday. It's like I'm done and I'm in school. I'm done with classes. My friends have like a dinner. Like my college roommate, his parents were in town for parents' weekend. And like, they were all wanting me to go to dinner on Saturday. And I'm like, hey, I can't go. I'm sorry. They're like, oh, what's going on? I was like, oh, I got stuff this weekend. They did not know like I was flying back and forth. So I go home, I hang out with my mom. We fix up the house. I take my brother to his baseball game. We hang out at baseball.
You're like, everything's fine.
Yeah. We find my stepdad. We put him into the places that he needs to go. And like, we just take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. I was just to be there for my mom.
Yeah.
But I was back for Sunday night mass back here.
Wow.
So Sunday night, I landed at about 7.
That's a long flight, right? Like 4 or 5
6
hours?
hours.
6 hours?
6 hours. I landed. I didn't bring anything home. I went into the airport. I bought a book in the airport to read on the plane. It was called The Questions We Ask Ourselves. And then I came back and I was back for 8 p.m. mass. And I ran a Momentum Monday call the day after because I had just hit my MD promotion the week before that.
Wow.
And like, that was like the craziest. And I'm so blessed because like Jeff is the strongest person I know because
is he sober now?
He's now 2 years sober.
Oh, good.
Since that day. right? And just like his story and like the passion that he loves people with and how he leads other people into sobriety and helps them. It's like the most beautiful thing in the world, right? But it's like one of those moments.
How long was he sober before he had his relapse, did you say?
Over a decade.
Wow.
15, 16 years probably, I think, at that point. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So like that's just one of the moments that was like smile and bleed at the same time.
Yeah.
There was many, but that was like very distinctive one. But like there was a lot of moments where that was happening.
I will say like your ability to turn it off does great in this business.
It's phenomenal. Yeah. Cause like you can have someone tell you like, hey, I don't believe in you at all. I don't think this is going to work. And I don't know why you're spending all your time doing this.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, take that one on the chin.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm felt real good.
Let me go run this Monday call. Like,
right.
let me go train 60 people on why they should be doing this.
Yeah.
After like, you just told me, hey, or like, hey, this person said this, or this happened, or this happened.
I think it's too like the pressure of having people depend on you. It's like, you know, that's the thing. It's like when people depend on you, it's like, it's no longer about the feelings that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine if you were like, oh, I'm good. And then you have 40 people, 50 people waiting for you to deliver this message and to help change your life. And meanwhile, your life's falling apart back at home and you're like, everything's great. And that's how most people, not just in our business, but that's how most people operate.
Yeah.
In this world is they have to keep going. Mothers have to keep mothering. Dads have to keep working. Like this world is like, and that's where it goes to show like you never know what someone's going through. And so the way that you treat people and how kind you are, and whether they're the server or the janitor or the, the CEO, no matter who it is, like you have to treat people with kindness and grace and love and gratitude because you never know what a person's fighting.
Yeah.
And so,
it's one of the reasons my mom is like the strongest person that I know.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, she was a mom and then she needed to be cared for at some point, but she still was running a business. She was still seeing clients.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're dumping all their problems on her.
Stuff on her. And I'm like,
and she's like, meanwhile,
I'm like, I always think about it whenever I'm having a tough day. I'm like, my mom's having a tougher one. Like she had to be in a crisis negotiation situation. She had to be with SWAT today. She had to talk with somebody who wasn't in the right mental space. Like, like any time I'm ever having a problem, I'm like, what did mom hear today? What did she talk about? And I have 3 younger brothers too. So like, that's always a huge motivating factor for me too. Because I love my younger brothers. Like, I love them so much.
That's so sweet.
I just want to give them the world.
Yeah, you will. You're going to do
We are.
what, I mean, for those people that are in business, but you're going to do what Matt did faster, bigger, and better than he ever did it. And he will always say that too.
He does say it all the time.
He does say that. He's like, if there's one person that I'm like, that I'm scared of is Gabe. He's Gabe
It means a lot.
And he's not scared of anybody.
He ain't scared of nobody.
Last question and we'll wrap it up. So you're older now, you're married.
Not married yet.
No, I'm saying that I'm painting you a picture of your life.
I was like, I'm not married yet. Did we skip a chapter?
You're older. You're married to the love of your life. You have a great life. You have kids.
At least 4.
At least 4.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, both.
2 and 2, hopefully.
Okay.
I don't get to choose, but
man has a plan and God's gonna laugh. You're gonna get all girls. Matt was like, I want 4 boys.
That didn't happen.
I'm like,
2
girl. No, but like you're married, you have kids, and they have kids. You're older, you're on your deathbed. What do you want? Do you want your kids, your little brothers, your family, if they are to say, this is who my dad was, this is who my brother was, like, what do you want to be remembered as?
I never regretted anything.
Hmm.
Never regretted a single thing. I did everything because I wanted to, whether it was liked or not, but I never regretted a single moment. I did it all because I loved it. And I didn't do anything because someone else wanted to. I didn't do anything because like I thought that it was right to do it in this era because this is how old I am, right? It was like, no, I never regretted anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a long whirlwind of that for anyone that's listening to this. I hope that they can look back on their life and be like, the college years were not my favorite part of my life.
Ooh, that's good.
Because so many people will live like, this is what blows my mind. I get fired up about like, because this pisses me off.
Yeah.
This triggers me. Here you go. Okay. is when someone's like, you need to live your life in your 20s like this. That's crap. Because you're telling me that these 4 years where I barely want to remember a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for most people is going to be better than the day I get married.
Ooh.
Better than my first, second, third, or fourth kid. Is going to be better than the grandkids. Better than like your wedding day. Better than the honeymoon. All of these times, you get your first house. You retire. You have Christmases with your kids when they're born. You have these Thanksgivings with your family. All of these are going to be second to when you were 22.
Right.
Why live another 60 years?
Yeah, true.
You're making all of the life decisions in the first 5 years. Like people, I get this question a lot where it's like, are you ever spiteful from your parents for getting divorced? And I'm like, no, they were just 7 years old as an adult.
Right.
Like, scratch everything from 20. I'm 2 years old. I'm 22. I'm 2 years old. That's your age. From 20 on, that's when you actually begin to make your own decisions and the world hits you. Like some people sooner, but like it's because of other circumstances.
Right.
So like give yourself the grace you would give a 2-year-old.
Yeah. That's good.
So you're telling me that your whole life was mashed up into the first 5 years. When I'm dying and when I'm gone, they're going to be like, no, he never regretted a single thing.
Oh.
He didn't regret any of the hours he put in school. He didn't regret any of the hours that went to things that made it feel like neglectful to other people. There was no regret in all of the effort that we put in. There was no regret in the vacations missed, the birthdays missed, the holidays missed, the people who didn't feel like they were loved in that moment. There was no regret. I don't regret anything. I've done everything that we've done. I don't regret a single part. And I'll live that for the next 80 years.
90.
110. That's
you got it. 120. In the Bible, they lived to like, what, 200?
Y'all better be coming with me.
I know. I told Matt last night, I'm like, we're going to die in bed at 120, sleeping. He goes, okay.
All right.
But
yeah.
Right? Sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
That would be it.
Have you seen I love that because that's one of the talks I always talk about. You know, people being in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like I was always in the hospital because of my dad. And I'm like, every time I would pass by a room and people were saying goodbye to their loved ones, they were like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have gone here. I wish I would have taken you there. I wish I would, like, there were so many regrets. And so to live a life where you have no regrets and where you go and you try new things and do new things and make so many memories, like that's what life's about. Yeah. And at the end of your life, when that whole entire movie is played, like I know you're going to be so happy and proud. Yeah. But thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me. This was a blast.
That was a blast. I know we got deep. We laughed. We didn't cry.
Didn't cry.
Eyes got watery though. They were getting red.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. They got red.
They got red. Like real men don't cry.
Well, they do, but the Red Sox won the World Series this year. You'll see me bawling my eyes out.
Okay, so that's when we ball. Anyways, thanks for coming. We love you, and I hope we have you on the next one, round 2.
Hopefully this helps a lot of people too. And it wasn't just us laughing at each other the whole time.
It will. All right, friends, that's it for today. If you felt called out, in a good way, of course, I love that for you. If something hit home, let it sit, rewind it, journal it, or if it hits you, it didn't mean to miss you. Either way, if this helped you grow, laugh, or feel a little bit more human, go ahead and like the video, drop a comment, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you're feeling extra healed-ish today, share this with someone that needs it. I'll see you on the next one.